Hirsch.
Diamond Day.
My dog.
My God.
My
Good
dog.
to see you.
Been good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Excellent.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Take a seat.
Yes, sir. Ah, this is comfy.
Yeah.
I like this, man.
It's,
I like this. This is a good
just
addition.
living life. I mean, it's not like your office, but you know, it'll do.
Yeah, nowhere near Hill Street. Let me tell you, nowhere near it. But you know, this is kind of this is cool, man.
Yeah,
I like this.
Need a few diamonds to
Oh, you'll get plenty.
sit here.
We got plenty. We got plenty. Don't you worry.
Look at him, man.
Yeah, we gotta
All over
just
the
a little bit, just a
place.
little bit,
All
of,
over
a little
the
bit.
place. It's laying
You're gonna be happy. You're gonna when you see your piece.
I got this. I can't wait. I got this Be the Light bracelet.
See, we
Yeah.
need more people like you, man.
Yeah, that's my bling.
That's all you need. But people have to read that because
Yeah.
people are always depressed.
They are.
Smile.
Well, that's why we have you here, because you
all
can
right.
put smiles on people's faces every day.
You got to. Come on, Hirsch.
All right, let's dive in.
Let's get it.
Ladies and gents, I am so excited. Got my guy in the studio. Goes by the name of Diamond Dave.
That's me.
So, tell us a little bit about how you got that name.
How did I get Diamond Dave? Wow. Actually, a good buddy of mine, when we were texting in a group chat after I told him that we launched, he's like, wow, DD.
Okay.
I said, I don't know what DD is. And then he said, what you mean? Diamond Dave. And it just clicked and it stuck. And, you know, I mean, who do you want to speak to when you're up the hill? Let's talk to Diamond Dave. So it just came, and it just has been stuck with me ever since, you know, we launched. So
Awesome. So we met maybe like a little over a month ago, and we had an opportunity to chit chat a little bit,
Yep.
and you kind of let me know what you did, and I let you know what I did, and I was curious to know what and how did you decide that you wanted to be a jeweler and kind of create these timeless pieces for people.
So it actually all started not too long ago. I mean, I feel like the last 6 months, I had a few friends, distant relatives, just ask me to ask my dad, who has been in the jewelry industry for 25, 30 years. And, as a kid growing up, I would be around him. I'd be surrounded with everything and genuinely didn't find it amusing to me. I just found it boring and, basic. But it wasn't up until 6 months ago I had a few buddies, distant relatives, some friends reach out to me and say, hey, I'm looking to, maybe propose to my girlfriend. Would you happen to be able to ask your dad or, anyone that you know, because they would know my family, and see if they'd be able to get them the ring? And, I, of course, absolutely, called my dad immediately. I was like, hey, this is what my buddy's looking for. Can we get it done? And I would probably say 5 out of the 6 people that, from what I remember off the top of my head, were able to go through, and my dad was just able to not even like get it, but source it.
Okay.
So one day I was just, I don't know where I was, but I was just sitting around and I was like, why don't I take the tools that I have with me, my dad, who's been in the industry for such a long time. I know I didn't love it growing up, but if I'm going to be able to make someone genuinely smile and put a ring on his or her finger, going to bed at night and like them staring at that ring, just getting that satisfaction in me as a person, I'm just like, damn, I love that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
I love that. So
I think the fact that you got a chance to see maybe the ups and downs from your family, your father, and the unique challenges, but also you see these, probably extreme situations of emotions.
Yep.
You have these brides that are over the moon.
all the time, all the time. Like that first, like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Or like just even you see the way their eyes light up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it makes me happy. Like knowing like I did that. You know,
Yeah.
like I was able to do that, and I was able to make their piece come to life. So
No, I love that. One of the things that captured my attention when I met you was your passion for creating jewelry and what you do, and
yeah,
you were really like just fired up about it. I really didn't know anything about you, even though I do
yeah,
know your family. But I think that that's what kind of got me to dive a little deeper with
yeah.
you to see what you can do for me. But with all the challenges and where the economy is right now, like what challenges do you think as a younger jeweler are you facing right now?
I think I'm facing a lot of competition. I
Mm-hmm.
think there's been people in this industry that have been doing it for years and years and years and years, and I'm sure you see it all over, social media, with everybody in New York and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
killing it on 47th Street. Like 47th Street is
Yeah,
the street.
the hub.
It's the hub,
I was
So
just out there, so
respectfully,
yeah,
it does not compare to anywhere in the world
yeah,
besides 47th Street, So, you know, there's been a saying in the last 10, 20 years that downtown LA hasn't been downtown LA.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
And I just had a thought like, can I go do something there? Can I go make a little noise up there? Can I go
mm-hmm.
make a statement up there? Can I go be memorable over there? Maybe.
Yeah,
Let me go shoot that shot. Let me go try.
okay,
So I think that's one, definite challenge that I have been facing. Another challenge that I feel like I've been facing is, you know, when you're new into the market, people don't, necessarily know who you are.
right,
So you got to think about how are you going to stand out? Everybody has diamonds. Everybody in downtown LA has diamonds.
mm-hmm.
Everybody in downtown LA can source a diamond. Anyone in downtown can get you a ring and X, Y, and Z. But it's a matter of does this client, does this customer like you? Are you being honest?
Okay,
Are you really trying to help them? Are you really trying to just get the best buck out of them? And, I feel as if, in a very respectful way, I'm a pretty confident guy, and I feel like a lot of people enjoy the energy and the vibe that I bring
yeah,
to the table. And I like to keep it real with them, even if someone was to come up to me and say like, hey, what do you think about this diamond? Or what do you think about this ring? Or what do you think about the price here? I would tell you honestly,
yeah,
because at the end of the day, I'm not here to take someone's money like that. I'm here to make sure you're happy. I'm here to make sure that you're getting a good deal, or I'm here to make sure that she's going to be happy or he's going to be happy. So I feel like that's some of the challenges I've faced that I feel like I've slowly already overcome, but plenty of more challenges to come.
yeah. No, that makes sense. No, I think one thing that resonated with me was your traditional ways of kind of approaching the business and your clients, and I'll use the word honesty and authenticity, but you were just very direct with me and the questions that I had, which I thought was really cool because many times you speak to jewelers and they're like, well, let's wait and see, let's talk
Yeah.
about it, let's don't know numbers, don't know this,
Yeah.
and so it's this, everything is very vague. So I like that you were just a matter of fact and you're like, listen, this is what it is.
You
You
can
decide what you want to do with that information.
you could save all the extra talk for another time.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone's gonna come and ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you like honest, like, okay, what are you looking for? Like that's like my first thing. Like what can I get you? What can I make you? What do you want specifically? And I'll tell you if I'm able to do that. 99% of the time I'm able to do it. I don't want to say 100% because you never know. But that's just I feel like no really you got to get straight to it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I want to make sure you are happy, but at the end of the day, I want to be able to make sure I'm able to deliver what you want.
No,
I
it
feel like
makes
that's very important, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm that guy, that I'll notice a chain and I'll notice a ring and I'll notice something on somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and I just gotta go approach.
Right. Right.
if I need to ask, I'm that guy to ask the questions about it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not that guy that's just staring at it. I'm more of the guy that's like, I would like some information on that piece.
Yeah,
So
no, I love that. Love that.
I feel
Always
like,
being a student of your craft.
oh, always,
You
always.
know,
I'm
which
always
is
learning,
yeah,
and you should
which is
always
great.
continue to learn. You know, I'm never gonna be. You always got to think you're never good enough, but at the same time, you know, you got to know what you're talking about, know what you're doing.
No, definitely. So, like, tell me, what would you say is like the craziest piece one of your clients has asked you to create for them? Like, do you have
Do I have a
a unique
piece, a unique piece?
piece that you were like, they really want me to create this?
So I had somebody just very recently
Mm-hmm.
um, ask me for a custom peanut.
Peanut.
A peanut, like one of those ones that you got at the games, at the Dodger games, a
Okay.
peanut.
Okay.
And
Huh.
first of all, I love the idea. Okay, this is just one small thing that it's not a statement, but it's more of like it was more of a sentimental type of thing.
Okay.
And he reached out to me and he's like, "Hey Dave, I'm looking to see if it's possible for you to make this exact peanut." And he sent me a photo of it and I said, "Give me a few hours."
Okay.
Talked to my team, talked to some people, was able to make it happen. So I custom designed a peanut exactly to the way the photo was sent him a photo of how it would come out, and he couldn't even believe it was going to be able to come out like that. Gave me the green light and was able to deliver exactly what he wanted. It was a nice little custom peanut, and it was for his wife. And of course, I had to ask, what was the resemblance behind a peanut?
Right. Yeah.
And he
that's
said,
weird.
I call her Peanut all the time, so I thought it would be cute and sentimental to, make her a custom peanut. And I said, man, you are going places in life. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something.
No, that's very creative and
So,
cute little nickname as well.
absolutely. So, I feel like that's one of the most recent, ones I was able to custom design.
I love it. Have you seen his wife wearing it, or did she send a
No,
picture or anything
but
like
I
that?
didn't know his wife. I knew
Okay.
him.
Okay. Gotcha.
And she reached out onto our Instagram and just said, I just wanted to say, I genuinely love my peanut.
I love that.
And I'm like, hell yeah, we did. We
Hey,
made
man,
her happy.
if anyone needs some 24 karat gold
That's
peanuts,
it. That's all you need. Just let
you
me
know
know.
who to call.
Just let me know. Anything custom. And again, it can be anything that's creative, whether it's a number or a sign or a religion. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever you want me to bring into life that you just see, like, that's where I want to be unique. That's where I want to kind of stand out,
Definitely.
Engagement rings and all that fun, good jazz. I'm able to, of course, 100% make you guys happy and get you guys what you're looking for. But when someone thinks of Diamond Dave, I want them to think like, can he make me that?
I got you.
Can he make me something like that? Like, can he make me a custom name, my logo, my brand? Can he make a peanut? Can he make a pillow? It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
That's where I feel like I wanna be able to stand out. So.
I like that. I think you kind of stand out with your social media. I think I saw you hanging around
Little Maui
a
Wowie
red
trend.
light, downtown LA. I was like, man, look at this guy.
So-
man. He's like trying to get those clicks in,
Everyone actually messaged us saying, "How you doing that? Like, how are you hanging from that?" And I'm just like,
Like
look,
you got a ladder or something.
look. I mean, when you think of a jeweler, you would think of someone behind a booth, behind an office, behind, very professional. And I'm not going to say I'm not here to do that, but at the same time, you got to kind of have some fun with it if you're going to do it. You know what I mean? Like picking out a custom piece, picking out an engagement ring, picking out something sentimental that you're just going to be having for the rest of your life. I feel like it should be a fun process.
Right.
I don't want to be that person that you just walk into their office and say, hey, like, how can I help you? I'm not here for that.
Right. You just want to have fun.
I'm here to have fun.
Yeah,
Like,
I could tell.
and a lot of people might give their opinion, you know, and say, I'm not gonna say negative things, but they'll try to redirect you and say like, you know, like maybe be more professional there,
Right.
or maybe don't talk like that, or maybe don't show body language like that.
Right.
And I appreciate everyone that comes and tells me these things, because at the end of the day, I like, you know, this type of information. I want to know if I'm doing right, if I'm doing wrong. But at the end of the day, how is Diamond Dave gonna stand out like Diamond Dave?
Right. Right. Well, you have your own unique
You know?
style. You have a certain energy that
Yeah.
and you have an audience that you're appealing to.
Absolutely.
Whether it be your generation or
Yeah.
a few generations.
I feel like the generation before me, you know, 2 generations before me, I feel like that was more proper to walk into their store, their office, wherever it may be, you know, and say, hey, like, I'm looking to buy an engagement ring, I'm looking to get married. But I feel like times have changed, and I feel like my generation now is like, you know, smiling through it, laughing through it. Well, what kind? Well, tell me about it. Oh, wow. Oh, how'd you guys meet? Like, I'm here to know these things.
Right.
You know, I want to make it fun. You know, if we're gonna make a design a ring that's gonna be custom for the rest of your life, why are we gonna make it a boring process?
Definitely.
Let's have fun with it.
No, definitely.
You know?
Well, since you are a fun guy, like, what do you do in your spare time? You know, when you say, okay, I'm not thinking about jewelry, not thinking about diamonds.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What is Diamond Dave?
What's Diamond doing off hours?
Off hours.
Off hours?
Off hours.
What is Diamond Dave doing off hours? I would probably say number one would be taking care of my body. So I'll either be playing basketball, I'll be at the gym, you know, boxing, whatever it may be.
Who's your favorite team?
Basketball team? Hershel, man, you can't put me on the spot like that. I'm just gonna
answer right.
I'm gonna
answer right.
I'm gonna lean the Lakers.
Okay.
Because we're from here.
Right.
But I don't have the most confidence in them right now. Hey, it's early season. We just started. But if I had to pick a team, I would have to pick, unfortunately, the Lakers because we're from here. But that's aside from it. I love, you know, I tell my girlfriend all the time that there's a 1 hour in the day, every day, that my phone is not on do not disturb. My phone is on sleep.
Okay.
So you can't get a hold of me no matter what you try to do unless you see me in the street. And that 1 hour a day, it's usually around 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
I'll probably walk my dog for about an hour and just walk in the streets. I put my headphones on. I'll listen to a podcast. I'll listen to the game that's on, whatever it may be. And it's just therapeutic. And I didn't know how much I enjoyed this until I started doing it, you know? And like my friends know, like, and like my family knows, can't get a hold of Dave. He's walking the dog. He's with his dog and he's just locked in. So
you're a dog lover.
My dog lover. I should correct that. My dog lover.
Basketball
Yep.
guy.
Yep.
You got a girlfriend.
I do.
Let's talk about that.
I do. She is.
She's here in the studio.
She's here. She's our #1 supporter.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
sometimes.
You've been together almost a year.
Almost a year, yes.
Almost a year, which is phenomenal. I think she said it was a year coming up later around Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So what kind of relationship advice would you give those who are single that are trying to get such a supportive woman by their side?
Look at her, she's laughing. Look at her.
Tell us about that. Like, how does a man like you secure a good partner like that?
You know,
I
feel like, I know and she's gonna hold this against me for months. We're gonna go to dinner tonight, and she's like, "That's how you guys are talking about that." But nah. But seriously, I feel as if when the time is right for you, the time will be right for you, and I mean that. You know, I feel like if you go searching for it, you won't find it, and if you push for it, you won't get it. But if you naturally just let it come to you, you'll be happy with, you know, the direction and who you're gonna end up being with. So, in terms of relationship advice, don't go search for it and let it come to you. Because I was able to find, I wasn't really searching for my girlfriend, and coincidentally, we just ran into each other,
She asked you to create her a peanut?
Once she saw that peanut, she's like, can I get one?
Yeah,
So,
no, that makes sense. Have you
uh,
created anything for her yet?
have I created, she was asking me for she was actually, she sends me pictures all the time. I'm like, wow, it's so nice. That's gorgeous. Wow. And in my head, I'm just thinking like, does she want it? I'm confused.
Right.
If
She's
you want it,
testing,
just be
right?
like, you don't need to give signs off like that. Just say, hey, you know what? I kind of want that. Like, that's. But she does send me some things. I mean, we are adding to her little jewelry stack here and there,
Awesome.
So,
Well, I won't dig deeper. I think I put you on the spot.
nah, you're
But
good. You're good. She has been, she is very, and I mean, probably my hardest critic. She is hard on me. Let me tell you, like, in terms of videos, in terms of the way the video is shot, and she's not scared to come and say, I don't like that.
yeah, no, it's good. I think it's important that
She,
you have someone that's
yeah.
not
And let me
a
tell
yes
you,
person always.
Hershel, we bump heads when it comes to that. A lot.
Okay.
A lot. And no one will know how much we go through that stuff. But at the end of the day, she's doing it because she just wants me to be the best version. And I love her and I appreciate her a lot for that. And it always ends up working out. So
I love that.
she busts my ass all the time. All the time. How many times did I have to do that take video of me holding on like the Maui Wowie trend, hurting my hand? I'm like, it's hurting my hand. She's like, suck it up. I was like, oh my gosh, all right, here we go again. Or this video or this angle or this ring, or it's too fast, too short. But at the end of the day, I gotta trust her. So
Definitely. Now I've noticed in the times that I've seen you seem to be overall a very positive, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Like, what do you do to kind of stay in that mindset of being positive, being happy? Do you have certain regiment that you do before you go out and meet people? Do you do certain things throughout the day that keeps your mind like peaceful or happy or clear? Like,
you look at the good at every single situation. No matter how bad something is, it can be worse.
Yeah.
So I mean, I run into hiccups and problems all the time, even with rings. I just had a client, ask for a beautiful oval ring that he wanted to, get for his soon-to-be fiance. And after the ring was ready and made, and we took precautions on what he wanted in X, Y, and Z, his ring size. He just changed his mind, completely. He's like, Dave, I want to change it up. Actually, I think she wants this type of cut. So it's a challenge you face. Right. Now, you can be that person, that jeweler, I should say, that says, well, no, sorry, you got to take it, Or you could be that jeweler that's like, let's figure out a solution for both of us.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I run into challenges a lot, plenty of times, and I feel like that's part of the process. But as a person, the key to always staying in a good mood is to just know that, whatever you're going through, eventually it's going to end. There's a saying, if you're going to be stuck in hell, just at the end of the day, there's going to end up being heaven at some point. When? I don't know. But why stop if you're in heaven? Why stop if you're in hell? Continue going. Right. You know what I mean? There's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. But in terms of also, smiling and jollying and always laughing and being in a good mood, I feel like that's always been my personality ever since I was a kid. And I feel like I can relate that and implement that into my work now, Okay. I don't want to be too serious when it comes to Diamond Dave. I want to be able to...
No, you're definitely like playful. From
like,
what I see.
Like, so. I remember like even the encounter that we had at the bar that day, like I don't know if you remember the full conversation, but I just walked up to you and I was just like, "Hey man, I like your beard."
Yeah, yeah. That's a comment. The beard is more popular
That's
than that.
first, and then I was like, once you started telling me about what you wanted and stuff, I was like, wow, I've never heard, you know, saying that this is like the type of piece that they want, the exact pieces that they wanted, and I don't know, we just turned into a different conversation, more and more and more and more. We were just talking about one small pendant that led to what you do on your free time of hiking in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
You know what I mean? How did we get from pendant to hiking?
I know we were all over the place
Yeah, we were.
actually. You know, with our conversation,
We were.
and I was talking about how I like to center my thoughts and emotions.
Yeah.
You know, on the hiking trail, and
Yeah.
it's a great source of therapy and just relief, just to kind of hear myself think. So, but you know, it's one of those. Fitness and is one of those things that you know you can kind of just really get out all of your emotions and go
Yeah.
back to what you're doing clear minded. So it's fun, but yeah, our conversation did go all over the place, which was fun. So
It was crazy because when I left that night, I on my way home, I called my girlfriend and I was like, "Babe, I met the coolest guy tonight." And little did I know, I've known him for years. I just never knew who he was, you know?
small world,
Small world. And
yeah,
she
I
said,
know most of your family,
yeah.
but
And she,
I don't know if we actually saw
yeah,
each other
yeah. She said the
at an
same thing
event.
too. She said, it's a very small world. And come to find out that you were the drummer at my sister's wedding.
Crazy.
What? Like, and now we're here. It's just the way the time worked was, it was
That's
unreal. It was a perfect. It was a time and place. You know what I mean? So, I'm happy I was able to just run into you. I mean, I know we just mentioned it, but you were just chilling by the bar, drinking on your drink. I'm just over there, just admiring, appreciating everybody. I was like, this guy seems kind of cool. Just walk
I
up to him,
appreciate it.
and we start talking.
No, I love that.
That's where we.
Who are some of your like mentors that you kind of look up to, whether it be in the jewelry space or just in life? If you can touch on maybe a couple of those that have been
Yeah.
instrumental to kind of putting you on the path that you're on right now.
I think the hardest working role model that I will ever, and I mean ever have, is my dad.
Okay.
You know, for someone to be able to come to America and not be able to speak English properly and be able to raise a family, I don't know if I can be half the person that he is. I don't even know if it's possible, you know? So definitely my dad, and he does show some tough love, definitely. But learning from him, seeing the way that he moves, it's just unreal. And everywhere that I go, everyone always just comes and tells me all the time, like, "Oh, your thing's dad, like he's your pops." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You guys don't." He's like, "You have no idea how hard this guy works. You have no idea what he's done for you guys." And
The sacrifices that
plenty, plenty and plenty and plenty and plenty of them. And I should say it more often that how appreciative I am for him. But definitely, 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 he is my number one role model, without a doubt. I have a younger brother as well, but to an extent, he's also a role model to me
okay.
because I learn, a lot from him. You know,
Is he in jewelry as well?
no,
Okay.
he's on his way to being one of the best lawyers
I
in
love
Los
it.
Angeles. So he's a younger brother, but I look up to him as my big bro because not only is he taller than me, but more of the fact that I value his opinion probably more than anybody.
Okay.
So I'll ask him, what he thinks, and I'll ask him like certain questions that I feel as if he would be honest with me. So I'd probably say my dad, number one, my brother, and those two I give the utmost respect. I went to a private school when I was growing up, from kindergarten to 5th grade.
Very nice.
And my
Dad was
family.
working hard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He's been working
Give
hard
you the
since
best.
day one. I went to a private school from kindergarten to 5th,
Okay.
and I had no anticipation on leaving. And one day my parents just said, "You are not going back." And
Okay.
I was devastated, because I was so scared to go into this other world of like a different type of human interaction. I was only just surrounded by just with the people that I grew up. I never had any other friends. I didn't know, like I'm not gonna say shy. I guess I was just more scared,
Okay.
But middle school hit for me, and I was the fact of me, oh, just a couple of days being a young kid upset and going into middle school and seeing these type of people and meeting different types of people, it was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I feel like that's what led me to who I am today,
Okay.
being able to communicate and relate and vibe with almost anybody, you know. And I think a lot of people know that about me. A lot of people like, first thing that comes to mind of like, oh, he's I'm not gonna say chill, but he's just more on the calm, fun, cool side,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
No, definitely.
And I'm not saying to not be serious, but there's certain times for sure to be serious. But you know, smile through it, man. Have fun.
No, it makes sense.
You're only here once.
Definitely.
Make the best of it. Just be depressed in 120 years. For now, you're here. You're alive. Thank God. People love you. Like, you don't need to take life so seriously. Just let it come.
No,
You know what I mean?
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So now tell me about this piece,
Ah,
like this unveiling that you have. I have been
I've been.
super excited to see what you've done.
Yep.
I think that I have had this picture in my phone probably all the way back to like iPhone, 12.
Yep.
Probably.
And it's
I
just been
carried it.
saved and saved.
Yeah,
And
just
usually you
carried it
lose
over.
that. Usually you lose this,
Generally
but
you do, but it stuck with me.
Yep.
So tell me about the piece, and I'm excited
so you
to see it for the first
so
time.
when we talked that day at the bar, you showed me a picture of what you were looking for, right? And I was able to look at it, and pretty confidently, pretty quickly, I was able to just know off the top of my head, I can design that for you, and it was a piece that I felt like was very sentimental to you, especially because of what you told me, prior to getting this exact, piece and pendant. And genuinely, I was never happier to make a piece for somebody because of how much passion that you had towards this pendant, because you were telling me, like, I've been looking for this, I've been wanting it, like, I don't know, like, who I should go to, X, Y, and Z, and I just said, hey, let me do it for you, So what you requested was a beautiful Star of David diamond pendant, right? And you sent me a photo of how it looked like, and we'll put the photo into this video in this podcast to show the people the type of pendant you were looking for. And I was able to replicate and mimic to the exact detail, Hershel, of what you were wanting. So I hope I did a good job on this piece. Please, obviously, give me your feedback on it. But as you requested earlier, it was it was a Star of David diamond pendant with natural VS1 diamonds.
I don't know that link.
I know it's gibberish too. There's clarity, there's colors. It goes on and on and on.
Picture.
I don't know if there is a difference between the picture and the item that I'm showing you right now. So, 14 karat white gold.
Okay.
Natural VS1 diamonds.
And I didn't really give you any details
You
of
just
what I wanted. I just showed you the picture.
you just
and you
said
just turned around and came back with this.
you just said that you were like, "Hey Dave, can you make this?" And I said, "Sure."
Can't
And
believe it. It looks
asked you
exactly like the picture.
brief questions, and you were able to answer them. You know, I try to make it easy on the customer too. So
Man,
that is the
I'm very, very grateful, but now I have the question of how did you get it exactly like the picture?
so I have a team that specializes in rendering, specializes
Okay.
in casting, and I came to them with the photo that you showed me. Sat down, we're able to use our system, use our programming, and within just a few hours, I was able to get the green light saying, "Hey, we can make it exactly how it is." Screened it, casted it, rendered it, used 14 karat white gold, implemented our natural VS diamonds, and
And those diamonds sure are
voila.
sparkling.
Oh, they are.
Oh
They are.
my
I don't know if
goodness.
you can see on the camera, but they are popping.
Wow.
They're definitely. I had to get a
We'll
low.
have to we'll have to get an up close
Yeah, yeah, we
a
will.
little bit later, but
We
man,
will.
I'm just very grateful for you
Of
just
course.
not only taking the opportunity to hear why I wanted the piece, but to actually nail it because I was kind of concerned that it would be like a variation of the picture
Yeah.
that I wanted, not the
Yeah.
exact piece. So
I mean,
kudos to you and your team.
yeah.
Definitely, you exceeded what my expectations were.
I appreciate
Me
it.
just looking at it, can't wait to have it and wear it. And as I share the love of music with so many others, I can't wait to have it on me.
I'm excited for you.
While I'm sharing. Last question for you.
Tell me.
How do you want to be remembered?
How do I want to be remembered?
When it's all said and done, and obviously you're at the beginning of your career, but when you look at all the clients that you work with now, your active clients as well, how do you want to be remembered when they leave your presence or when they look at a piece that you created? If you ever decide to not be a jeweler, what do you want to leave behind when people think of Diamond Dave? What do you want them to remember about you?
I want them to think in their head like, that guy was real. That guy was honest. And that guy got me what I wanted and put a smile on my face.
Okay, man. There you go.
That's all I can ask for.
Diamond Dave right here in the flesh. Make sure you go down and visit him downtown LA. We'll have all the information for you, but it's been such a pleasure.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
This is for you, brother.
This custom piece.
You're going to have to lift your beautiful little beard up a little bit
It
to flex.
actually dangles a little.
Oh, yeah? So I got the right size then.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
When I was getting the chain too, I was like talking to my team, and they're like, "Well, what kind of size does he want?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh, he's not gonna really know. Let me try to just ballpark it because he has a beard, and I want to be able to see it." So
No, you know that.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
So super excited. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course, man.
My guy Diamond Dave.